let's take a peek at this Jeskai Fires list. This is also a Seth Manfield special. I really am unsure about the mana base, but I just did as best as I could, and I think it's okay. But let's note, it is a Jeskai Fires list that has Fires of Invention to allow us to play 2 things at once. We have 4 Cavaliers and 2 Kenriths. This is just the obvious, normal, typical 6 creatures that can give haste when they enter. Some Cavalier of Gales to swing in the skies. Sphinx of Foresight is the new god card in this. This was an innovation brought 3 months ago, I think by Strashki? I think that's right. Andre Strashki started running Sphinx of Foresight that just allows you to keep absolutely, like, terrible opening hands because you can scry 3 at the start. As far as the rest of the deck goes, the interesting innovation is adding in 4 Medomai's Prophecy. This is an extraordinarily good card. We have some instant speed, nice removal. Some instant speed, okay removal. Bonecrusher Giant's not the best. That's why we're only running 2. Sideboard has some really interesting tech. Let me flip it this way. Let me not flip it that way. Sideboard has some interesting tech in some usual expected Devout Decree and Lava Coils to deal with the aggro. But instead of 4 Lava Coils, we also run 2 Tithe Takers, again, to sort of like straddle the line of like, okay, this can deal with control as well as dealing with aggro. 4 Mystical Disputes, a pair of Elspeth Conquers Death. Also a deck that I saw on Seth Manfield's channel. But really what I want to do is I want, like, God, if Seth Manfield's head was a coconut, I would crack that open and drink the knowledge right here, man. But unfortunately, his head is not a coconut, which means I'm going to fucking lose all the time. We have a god opening hand. Would the deck be better if So Tiny was switched for Heliod? Not even remotely. Heliod just does not belong in that deck at all. I mean, I think if So Tiny was like anything else, that would be better. So Tiny is a really interesting tech versus aggro, but I'm not really playing against aggro. Not really playing against aggro. Icer Joker says, I really enjoyed your Jeskai Merriment deck from a while back. I think Merriment plus Calyx could be incredibly potent. Aggro seems pretty dead. I mean, I haven't seen any today. I don't think I'm a good enough player to know if it's overall gone. Well, it would have been really nice to know that last turn. So this is Gruul Adventures, I would presume. I'm just going to go ahead and slow this bird down. I don't care if Teferi dies. We have an absolute bone-crushing hand right here, so. Country Trucker 78 says, hey, boss, want to drop in and say you're the man. Thanks for the deck building and info about the new stuff. Just started playing again. Last time I played was 96. Wishing everyone happy, joy day. Be well. Dude, it's always great to hear people coming back into the fold of Magic because, goddamn, is it just so... It is A+ out of 10 good right now. It is so great. I'm the Shaz. Most of chat was born after 86. Though that is a funny joke, I think most of this chat was... My age is 33, and I think the average age of the viewing audience here is between 30 and 36. I think closer to 36. Day and Night TV audience is quite old. You ancient fucks. Aunt Rhonda says, I'm 56. Aunt Rhonda. Some 29, some 31-year-olds. 19, 26, 26, 27. Do I need land? No. Holy shit. Alright. For any of you who've never seen the Fires combo, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. chance wants to try to win next turn. It's not going to happen. Embercleave on the Bonecrusher Giant will deal 10 damage. It'd have to be Embercleave and Collision Colossus. Yeah, that might actually do it. Rimrock Knight, 7 and 7. Alright, double Rimrock Knight. Hey, that's pretty tight. I could have left one back relatively easily and it would have been alright. We would have survived with one, so maybe a wee bit over-aggressive, but as you can see, is strong. Okay, so we are up against Aggro. I think Medomai's Prophecy is too good. I think we just pull out some Kenriths, put in some Lava Coils. I think the Teferis are the weaker card here. This allows us to get the Aether Gusts in. Storm. Put in a single Disenchant. Oh, Harley says, I also love how I was saying aggro is dead and then we go against Cruel Aggro. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm surprised that I had seen so few aggro decks with that other one that we were playing. This is an incredible hand. This is good. This is good. How do I do this again? This should be fine. I wish aggro didn't mean Embercleave. Yeah, you and me both, friend. That card owns me so hard. Who52CA says, I hear you say a lot that you are not a good Magic player. I think I'm above average, certainly, but I just don't think I'm a great, like, you know, world class by any measure. How do you evaluate your skill? What do you think it would take for you to be a good Magic player? I think the most impactful and influential thing that would make me say I'm a good Magic player is related to when I played a lot of Brood War, how it felt to play that game. I was really good at Brood War, and I really knew what the fuck I was doing in that game. And when I, like, don't have that feeling when playing other games, it's just, I just sort of know immediately that I am lacking a lot. And that should pretty much clean that up. Again, this is a very, very difficult one to lose. The Medomai's Prophecy is so... Oh, shit. I can't believe I've done this. Boy, that fucking sucks. Really basic error. But whatever, we can't lose stars with this rank. Ha. First match with it. First match is fine. Sure. Don't need this anymore. Man, that hurts. Hurts me. I've hurt myself, man. It's alright, it's all good. do this one first. See what we get. Just zap it like this. It's fine. My opponent's out of cards, so that's... Hey! How do I do this? I think I do this. We lose this. Want something good. Hell yeah. Nice. Super cool. Alright, I'm gonna be a riskiest boy. This is never gonna be a thing, so. Okay, player gets to scry, can leave that one on top or put it on top. Okay, cool. Looks like it's an on toppy. That one comes back, so now there's threats in the sky. Let me see what's going on with this shit. Cavalier of Gales is a good one. That's good. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play this for free. Yeah. So if I play this, 1, 2, 3. So here's the question. If I make everything swing, this is going to be 8, this is going to be 7. Yeah. So this won't kill, but this will get close enough. I think we mulliganed very effectively here. Not mulligan, fuck. Sideboarded very effectively here. I think getting the 4 Teferis out is the key insight that I just wind up ignoring it. Fountain says, now that you've gusted it, they can now play the spell part to bring the other copies online. Though that's correct, I would much prefer the very slow redraw the same thing, play a 1-1, then play a 5-5, and then have to keep the 1-1 alive. I would much, much, much rather that be what I'm up against than some unknown thing such as another questing beast. Dude, Sphinx of Foresight is just, it's so disgusting. Alright, so we can get all of the mana that we need perfectly. Alright. Dude, like, so good. We're not going to get the scry effect, and that's fine. I'm running 6 scry lands. I'm running each of the pair of temples. Day 2 life, Medomai's Prophecy, scry. You love to see it. It's very difficult to lose now. Very, very difficult to lose. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Marking a win with Jeskai Fires. I think Medomai's Prophecy is just the perfect card for this deck. It is just perfect. You were often not doing terrifically much on turn 2. Alright. It's indeed very difficult when losing the opponent doesn't play. Yeah, no, I saw 2 red lands, and that deck has a lot of need for green. My favorite racing game, Need for Green. 420, shave it. That's what I did this morning. Unreal. We actually have a hand we can't keep. The Sphinxes, like, if one of these was a Sphinx, this is just like the snappiest keep of all time. I also need to use the restroom. I'm a man with needs. Mulligan! What a god hand. Beep. Keep them both. Medomai's Prophecy is a card where if you have a good 4-mana play, it's just chef's kiss good. I need to use the restroom like crazy badly. I just suddenly need to use the restroom like emergency badly. Oh god, man. Alright. You love to see it. That's the exact order I want those cards in. Ah! That was close. I had to use the restroom, refill my cup with water, and wash my hands. Oh. Pay that life. Don't ask me twice. Gain that life. Dig that hole, you build a wall. Takai says, what do you think you filled that cup with? You know, once upon a time, I am the Shaz was asking me what was in my cup, and he wanted me to show the camera. So I tilted my cup forward and dumped water into my keyboard, and it broke. He deserves every timeout he's ever received. It wasn't you, I am the Shaz. It was you. It had to have been you, man. Don't think that I don't know that it was. If this deck is anything similar to some of the other decks we've seen, it does not run counters in large numbers. No, it was not. If by no, it was not, do you mean it absolutely was me? Was it not you? I don't know, I mean, don't feel too bad. I'm the dumbass that just went, oh, let me show you, and then just forgot how gravity works. Oh! I've got it. You bastard! You think you can get away with this? Alright, I think there's a 100% probability of a sweep. Medomai's Prophecy's so good. It is a good day to share. We definitely want these ones. So depending upon what Jospis does. I dig my hole, you build a wall.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. No, I am not making this up as I go.
You build a wall. Choose a card name. Kenrith, the Returned King. Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. Has to be I am the Shaz. It has to be who did it. Can't be anyone else. I'm holding on to the Sacred Foundry because Cavalier of Gales requires me to put cards back on top of my deck. Cavalier of Flame can discard cards. Once I get to about 6 lands, not really a big need to play anymore. Yeah, free the Shaz. Oh. Anytime you link that click, or link that clip, you're getting gone on, my dude. Alright, so we play the Kenrith for free, and then we just see what happens. Game haste. Why? Why? So I probably need these Justice Strikes and Bonecrusher Giants. I probably don't need these. Tithe Taker is going to be incredibly good here. Mystic Dispute is going to be very good here. Red or green, didn't see any of those. And I guess just the Elspeth Conquers Death is very nice. Sideboards itself. This is such a conspiracy. I mean, it had to have been one of you that made me pour water into my keyboard. I think Shaz is a leading suspect, but Shaz could be getting framed right now. I don't know if Shaz has an alibi. I don't know if any of you have an alibi. Where were you the night when I dumped water in my keyboard like a dumbass? I'm gonna need some answers, guys. Mindfire Scion says, I feel like I was there. Were you? I don't know. Mindfire Scion is unable to recall their own memories. What an untrustworthy witness. I watch police procedurals. I know how this goes. Icer Joker says, I was not a sub yet. That makes sense, Icer Joker, but were you lurking then? Did you have any suspicions? Yeah, I would love to use the Sphinx of Foresight. Sphinx of Foresight is so good in this deck. Medomai's Prophecy is so good in this deck, man. What a bunch of all-star busted cards. No, no. Okay. No. My name is Sean, and all I care about is Fires of Invention. Let's seek Enlightenment. Dude, are you seeing how I've scryed 3 to the bottom and then scryed 2 to the bottom, and I'm going to get to scry another 2 to the bottom, and then I got to scry another 1 to the bottom? Like, God, look at this. Dude, it just... Medomai's Prophecy and Sphinx Foresight are perfect for this deck. I mean, this is incredible. Teeny Bird says you could call this deck Scry Me a River.
I'll protect you.
I'll protect you. You know what? This is how confident I am. Oh shit, we might get fucked here, man. Putting a lot of good stuff at the bottom, but we are a Fires of Invention deck, so we really need to get those fires a-cooking. Cocky Day 9 is best Day 9. Yeah, dude, I love being recreationally cocky. No! See, look, we get another turn. We get another turn. We get another turn. It's like not a deal. It's not a big deal. Not a deal at all. Fuck. Tithe Taker. Tithe Taker! We have scry drawn so many lands. Dude. It is a good day to scry. Look at just this stack of garbage at the bottom. It's so good. 2 top, 1 bot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's this garbage. Oops. Choose a card name. All right, so let's just take a peek.
Show remorse.
This one out of here, man.
I got it.
Mystic Dispute is like really good. Don't I look so young and happy in that clip? A lot happier now than I was the day of that clip. Absolutely fucking not. Well, I'm going to lose a Fires of Invention, but my plan is to draw Fires of Invention. That's the little dirty secret. It's a whole lot of fuck.
I've got time. I'm known for my excellent timing. Here we go.
Get in there. Alright, got some Metamorphosis. Ooh. Looks like pretty good.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before. I've done the hero thing before. Yeah, man, this is such This is such nonsense BS. Absolute garbage. I'm just going to concede. We probably are not going to win this one. Probably. But when I'm on the play, we're just going to snap a little neck in twain. You saw how many cards I had to scry to the bottom. You saw me scrying left and right. Crying all night, scrying left and right. Yeah, no one has linked the coffee pouring clip. Pouring coffee or water into there. Alright, we won. Can't lose now! Yup, let's take a peek here, huh? No. Maybe. No, we definitely just need the Fires of Invention. No. No. I think I have to do this for the sake of the scry. I'm gonna need this for the extra blue mana. I mean, if it's land thought erasure, that sucks. But you know, what are you gonna do? Choose card name. Sphinx of Foresight. I think the temple art for Theros is beautiful. Bam! Shot out of the sky. Hey, Macaroni Creamer found it. Nice. I think this is my favorite art in the entire set. Just the color, just how bright the white is, I just find moving. I just think it's brilliant. There's the prophecy. Looks like someone's got some white spells and no white mana. 2 going to the bot. Alright, I was totally wrong, huh? Oh, that's a good one. And then I can use the Medomai's Prophecy to put some shit on the bottom. So now, Treacherous Blessing, that's fine. On my turn, we do this. Exile that non-land permanent. God, that's so good. Oh, I didn't play the land! Ah! Fuck! Shit! Tickle Goose Blessing. Man, talk about filling that hand up, man. I'm absolutely going to do this. Because, I mean, like, if I get to a Cavalier or a Kenrith, that's just, like, so impactful. We already have pretty acceptable threats. And the chat says, I'm also at the maximum number of timeouts for this channel. I'm farming hard bans now. That is all okay. So if I get, like, a Cavalier...
And watch. This might be a bad idea.
One of these days, I'm gonna do it. Another Shadow of the Sky could happen. Kaya's Wrath, something like that. Dream Trawler doesn't do it. Gosh, if I could just get a Cavalier! Sphinx of Foresight. Damn it. So this will heal 3, so my opponent's actually at 6. Do I have Cavaliers in this deck? Any Cavaliers of Flame? Yeah, I needed to keep the Teferi. I mean, this dies at least. At least we kill this thing. Notice that discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. So that's where the lethal was. The lethal. Healing.
Trust me. I have a plan.
So if my opponent plays something, I can counter it, and there's nothing they can do about it. Not a clean game, but I think that this is kind of demonstrating some of the power of this deck. When the stars align and you get like an acceptable opening, you can just blow your opponent out immediately. And if you whiff really hard, you're still okay. No. No, 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 no. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. No. Yes. Wasn't he dead to his enchantment anyways? I guess that is an interesting and hilarious truth. I think like this is what we want, right? So that gets us to the 4 land. But we can only have one forcibly tapped land. Little Bobby Table says, hot damn, look at that disciplined play from Sean the Great. It's me, Sean the Great. Reputed for his ability to get there. Get where? There. To get there, see. Medomai's prophecy, it is looking good for me. It is a good day to scry. So we see Simic. It's our first Simic deck that we've seen. The Simic deck, you guys know Growth Spiral. A green and a blue. Draw a card, you may play an extra land. Burrow essentially has a duplicate effect. Except it winds up being gain 3 life, draw a card, you may play an extra land. So you get a whole bunch of ways to accelerate out with land. Someone just had a horrible open hand, I'll tell you that much. We'll seek our island.
Here goes nothing.
This has got to be a Cavalier of Flame. Don't need that. I basically want strictly Fires of Invention. That's a relief.
Let's try this.
I think I'm just doing this. One of two things is going to happen. It's going to be block and trade, or I deal a little damage. I can then play the Medomai's Prophecy. I mean, it's pretty much going to be land Agent of Treachery. But then I have an additional Teferi, which helps a lot. Because I just, like, bounce it. Draw. Interesting. A very, very interesting outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe another Cavalier. This guy goes here, this guy goes in. We're getting the damage in that we want. We can swing in here again. Teferi dies. Arboreal Grazer. Fuck yeah. We do want this. Cavalier of Flame. So first things first, or should I say, foist things foist.
Right on schedule.
We just take a peek at what's upcoming. Yes, my opponent will get an extra draw, but my opponent has just, like, absolutely nothing gassy whatsoever. So the Cavalier is going to let us draw, like, a lot of shit. I need this guy tapped. For whence the Agent of Treachery does come. Yeah, this deck, I think, runs one Thassa. Just a single copy of Thassa. Just because it's not an especially good card to rush down, but there's so many things like Risen Reefs, Cavalier of Thorns, Agent of Treachery, that just those flicker effects in and of themselves getting duplicated is really, really nice. Alright, I'm the best, man. I did it. Okay. Let's see, Uro. Uro's in the bin. There's like a shitload of stuff in the bin. So probably the rest of the turn's going to be spent on Uro. Ooh. I love that huge mouth coming down, ready to kiss. So I think Justice Strike to get rid of Uro here is totally fine. I don't want an additional Cavalier of Flame. I would like a Fires of Invention. See a Vu a play. No haste for the wicked, huh? Played the incorrect land last turn, then.
Here we go.
I mean, Cavalier of Flame's getting Agent of Treachery is pretty expected. Agrippe says, Uro is what my dog sees when I go give him a kiss in the morning. Oh no, it's what your dog sees. Oh, I see. You're just coming in here saying, it's Dad, and he's oh fuck, he's screaming, freaking out, man.
Rise, my elemental friend.
I hear you. I hear you. Agent of Treachery. It's got to be the Cavalier of Flame. Flame in Spain stays mainly in the flame. Goodbye. I wish not to block. I think at this point we whiffed on the fires for sufficiently many turns. I don't think there's much we can do about it. Okay, that's fine. Awesome. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Did we play a land today? This I do not remember. It looks like the answer is yes.
Sorry I'm late.
Out of here.
I have a plan.
Do I need to do this? Alright, I'm going in, man. Die, Nitha. Death to Nissa.
Harness the elements.
If Thassa comes down, I'm just going to immediately head for the hills. Okay. Okay. Finale of Devastation is really good in these ramp decks. I whiffed pretty hard on getting there, which quite sucked. Don't forget the Cavalier has reach. Didn't forget it. Didn't forget it at all. Bonecrushers seem pretty terrible. These seem very good. Justice Strikes seem not necessarily good. Aether Gust. Elspeth Conquers Death. And what else? That's basically it, yeah. I'm just going to clear through all the sweepers and get there. Oh, stretches. Oh, this way. Oh, okay, this way. Oh, God damn. It's just so tight. Alright. Show me what I got. Land is exactly what we want. Ah, that's the stuff. Nothing feels better than a good post-workout stretch. Damn. Historically, I hate doing a post-workout stretch, but increasingly I just sit there and just stretchy-stretchy-do for quite some time. Mr. Nault says, I opened the stream on this. Well, welcome. Welcome, Mr. Nault. Good to see you. And hey, happy 3 years, by the way. Grief Spiral. Oh. I think this is pretty okay to plus here. I have the tools that I want, that I really, really want. And I actually think double Fires of Invention is pretty good here. Alright, Jash. Your move, Jash. Oh. Coming in for the kisses. Oh. We continue to plus, because I mean, just lifting threats out of the way is thick, 6, solid, and tight. I think Josh just immediately concedes when I go Cavalier of Flame, Cavalier of Gales. Gales. Whiz and Weef. Hello. Ooh. And Donata. Tight. Alright, well, let's hear. Ooh, you love to see it. Get that one out of there.
I got it.
Bam. That is. Okay. Alright, swinging for 15. Whatever gets played, we pretty much just bounce it, and that's it. Very straightforward game. Very straightforward game. Jash is playing like a super mega ramp deck. Like. This is what I gotta do. Does anyone think the Kraken that makes tentacles would be good in this deck? Seems like it would be a good mana sink. It's not very... It would actually have kind of anti-synergy with Fires of Invention. This actually seems quite good for us. The Deafening Clarion is an especially nice card. This deck runs Risen Reefs and the Elemental, so... the reason I say that is you're looking to just pop off with Fires of Invention. And so, more important than almost anything else is just getting 2 Fires of Invention really, really fast. It's like the most important thing. And so, if you're putting that in, you're cutting either things that benefit from that. Choose a card name. Fires of Invention. Notice we have absolutely no blue mana. Standing outside the fire. To the bottom she goes. We don't really need more mana sinks outside of Kenrith and the Cavaliers. I mean, they chew through mana very nicely. We can get a Sphinx, that would be nice, but this will do just fine. So there's probably a Nissa in the hand then. Hey, look, blue mana. Maybe a Whiz and Weef. Okay, Cavalier of Thorns. Prophecy. So we do this. We already have what we need. I'm going to play this first. Oh wait, that's a little different than I wanted, but that's okay. This is still so good. No, I did that right. Because I want to get as many lands in the hand as I can. So that way I can cycle through them with Cavalier of Flame. There we go. Will it be Josh? Do I have anything in here? No, but I'll probably get some stuff in there. I have the Cavalier of Flame to be able to discard something to put into there. Agent of Treachery sucks a little bit. We're okay. Mr. Nelt says, it just clicked that Knightly and Cavalier have such different meanings for the same concept. What do you mean? Very, very twisted. Okay. Play this first. Draw a bunch of stuff. Okay, this might look a little weird, but allow me to defend myself. If I play this Cavalier now, we can discard all of these for extra damage. Doesn't matter, I'll get this. So we not only can swing out, but, well, we're just gonna kill anyways. Not only can we swing out and deal a bunch of damage, our opponent can't block the really important card because we have too many lands in the bin now. And because of Elspeth Conquer's death, the Cavalier of Gales will come back in here. So this was the absolute god turn. So now we can, like, Cavalier of Gales to, like, get a Teferi or some shit. Oh, that's, like, very, very good. There we go. I figured it out. I figured out the puzzle. It was hard, but I figured it out. Yeah, this deck is working way better than the other one. I think because the other one's a harder list to pilot properly, and I will just not be able to do it unless I get extremely lucky when thinking. Victory Royale! A whole new... Firing up. My tummy's a little upset. A little bit of the upset tums, man. Now we're cooking, man. Alright, Medomai's Prophecy, no problem. God, dude, Medomai's Prophecy and Sphinx are so good. This is almost impossible to get countered. Showing your pants are freaking me out, man. Green shorts, these green shorts, this is my cartoon character, Mark, man. This is how you, like, know that Sean has been there. Like, I bought like 5 pairs of these green shorts. Stinging Dingle Turkey. I don't think that's the name of it, but I don't want to be tapped. Let's go ahead and 1-for-1 it. Yeah, I have like so many pairs of these green shorts because they're stretchy, they're easy to put on, I can work out in them. I mean, this Fires of Invention is going to get countered, which is okay. Yo! I wish to decline. And we draw 2. God, it is just so potent. Good. Thick, sick, solid. And tight. Kenrith, do a turned king. I think this is less important, this Teferi. Like, obviously Arctic Joe gets completely roasty toasty.
This isn't a fight you can win.
I think it's absolutely fine to do this. We have our Justice Strike. Should we need that? I have no idea what Arctic Joe's trying to do. Yeah. Coming back. The Circus of Value. Oh my god, I have not thought about that game in so long. Yeah, just get him away. Like, I don't even understand. Gosh, man, the original BioShock. Does everyone remember when the original BioShock came out? Remember when that came out and people were just like, fuck. Like, this is, like, really insanely good. I'm gonna keep doing the same shit every time, man. That game changed things for the game industry. Like, God. I mean, in many ways, it was...
Show remorse. I'll show.
In many ways, it's just a shooter, you know? But, like, the world was so rich. And there were just so many small attentions to detail. The game still looks, like, amazing today. Like, it looks unbelievable today, still. I liked Infinite. I thought Infinite was beautiful as well. Welcome, you bastard. And you too. Let's kill all these. Wow, we're actually going to Cavalier without Fires of Invention. I guess. Okay. Alright, so we need to have more sound errors. Sound errors was really what I was hoping to have more of. And thank God we have them now. This is less valuable than something like the Mystic Disputes. Mystic Disputes just shuts down everything cheaply and efficiently, and I know that the Sweep Deep Redos had some merit for us, but, I mean... Our opponent's going to be putting in more counters. We want to be able to go under with some elements. We don't want to try to win in a very long game. Mystic Dispute is really good. This is good, and this is good to have. Fuck. You know what? Who cares? We're going to slow this game down. Oh, it's an opt! Yeah. Maddened! I'm not saying I haven't got to watch much live, but your VOD's been a delight so far this year. Thanks for being so entertaining. Hey, my pleasure, man. I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard. I don't know how well we're doing, but we are trying. crunched and dunched. Can I get a Fires? Fires one time? Oh, you love to see it. Tide Taker is going to be an absolute beating. Get that out of here. Some good bone crushing. I agree, man. I agree. I think I may as well just play a Bonecrusher, man. I would rather have the Tide Taker live than the Bonecrusher. No. Oh, and then a bounce at the end of the turn? No. 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 Right? What an expensive dispute. I think I'd start going in. Three cards for Arctic Joe. I continue to go in. I just paid 2 life when I didn't mean to. That is not some good bone crushing. That's some good bone crushing right there, man. That is... When there is but a single creature out and but a single card in Arctic Joe's hand. Arctic Joe Sand. Alright, well I'm just going to keep swinging in there with my Bone Crusher. Crack this. For blue. Blue, because we're first going to play our triple blue friend. Please. One time. Oh! Wow, 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 wow. You know what? I'm not going to attack this time. You know what? I'm not going to block this time. I fucking knew it. Why not? There's no way this thing can get buffed anymore. It is what it is going to be. To 1, you say? Well, that's not lethal, but I think my opponent thought that it was. Happy to see it. Happy to be marking wins. Pleased to see it. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Do I want water? I want water. I love this water coursing through my veins. I see a hand that has any number of Sphinx of Foresights in it. Did insane audio happen? Dude, I'm telling you, just weird-ass audio happens all the time in this video game. Did it go like yeah, that's Magic the Gathering Arena. You guys thought it was me? Man, you guys are nuts. Guys, it's just crazy. Oh my god, there is this. Oh, this clip is so funny. There's some news station that's like, this woman survived getting struck by lightning, and we're gonna get the chance to hear from her. And it like cuts to the lady, and there's something messed up with the tape, because she just goes just like cut back to the guy. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Trying to have this like somber tone that she barely lived when she was struck by lightning. Alright. The fervent champion. Now, if we draw a land, it's very, very, very difficult to lose this game. Not that land. I think Bonecrushers are okay. I think they're not... They are a reasonable red value card, but they're not like the best for aggression. Absolutely block this one. That's a good Bonecrushing. By the way, I have this... What is in here? It's called Refresh. It's just this really nice scent. And let me tell you, I've been like... I don't think I really need to do much. I'm going to discard one Phoenix. See if I can get maybe another land there. Perfect. Because I can just gain 5 life, gain 5 life. Dude, just like... the deep breathing, man. I strongly recommend getting something that has some scent. Look how tiny this bottle is, man. You just... It's so fucking good. Now there's a question. Our opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total blocking. I'm not going to block this. So, wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 18 is 23. So next turn, I can deal 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 2, okay, plus 3, 15, plus 3 is 18, 15 plus 3 is 21. It's not quite enough, huh? But we would clear the board. Okay. So the sideboarding plan is relatively simple. Kenrith is the extra damage over the top if there's blockers due to the trample. We don't really need that. Teferi is not particularly useful either. And then we just put in Aether Gust. We put in Lava Coils. What are the other ones that we want in here? Maybe Tithe Takers. I think I prefer a Devout Decree. I'll put in Storm's Wrath. There's enough First Strikers that these don't especially have any value. Commissar Mum says, isn't red all about less value but quicker tempo, though? I figured having value cards like Bonecrusher would even red out. Depending upon what you mean. If you mean, would this fit into... What the fuck? Would this fit into a... would this fit into, like, an aggressive red deck? The answer is no, because you'd be giving up some of the tempo you want for value that you don't want. So let's see. I would like this... This is a very good collection of cards. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this. Write this one down. Now, if you have red like my deck does, and I want some removal and some value for when I have some challenging turns, then yeah. That it does do, for sure. Fine. Mana Spitter. I still think this is a good enough play. Even though we lose out on some potential long-term gain from Medomai's Prophecy, these mono-red decks really rely heavily on Embercleave. I feel like all aggro decks lately rely on Embercleave. We've had to shock in a lot of lands, which is a bit of the issue. This is probably where we just get Ember Cloven. Nice. And then that's death. Going first is going to fix a shitload of issues here, so that's fine. I mean, it looks good to me. Time to take a deep inhale of the... Wow, what is even in this? I remember... That is just the smallest typeface. We can't read this shit at all, man. Excellent. Go like this, then this, then this, then this. Just says, Medomai is too slow in this matchup. Kenrith does provide life gain. We died with 4 mana out, so we would have never had the opportunity to play it. I think I need the more value do shit cards. Oh, shit. You love to see it. Nothing on turn 1 is just insane for us. Get the fuck out of here. I guess getting one more land is okay, because it will provide us the opportunity to get we put the land on top. I always get there. Cavalier of Flame. Okay. So first things first, we play this. We crack this for red. Fires of Invention. Devout Decree on the rubber. Goodbye forever. Whoa! Yeah, if you want to attack for just 2 damage, that's okay. We can also get the Deafening Clarion for just an absolute blowout. I don't think my opponent can deal 14 points of damage in 1 turn. You get an activation. You get an activation. So, I believe we have not lost a best of 3 since we started to play this. I believe we haven't. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put a scry stop here, and that will give us the win. A strong strategy from day 9. Applying brakes. Snapping necks. Yeah, I would like to say for the 1,000,000th time, Medomai's Prophecy is just obscene. It's just obscenely good in this deck. It specifically played on turn 2, interacts with things on turn 4, and we have 8 very strong turn 4 cards. 4 Fires of Invention, 4 Sphinx of Foresights. 4 Sphinx of Foresights. Yeah, see, look at this. I will guaranteed be able to get 4 land and a Fires of Invention with all these just ridiculous scry opportunities. We're going to get to scry 5. Yeah. Guess we put this here. Decklist is on the screen, Brady W. Should be on the screen. If it's not, then either my cardboard life froze, or I'm a liar, and you'll have to deal with that. You Medomai's Prophecy. Jesus Christ. Dude, I am going to minimize the shit out of the risk here, man. I'm going to keep that one as far away from the top. It's going to be on my turn when we can finally play it. It's me, Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent fight. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Fires of Invention. So, you know what? Let's leave a problem on the board for our Azorius player, Baramy. Named Fires d'Invention. We can still cast it.
Might be a bad idea.
I miss our old friend, No Fire, No Steel. God, that is such a cool dialogue line. No fire, no steel. He just says it's so cool. Now, as if this were not unfair enough. Look at this. I play this. Oh wait, Medomai's Prophecy got returned. I'm like thinking about Angrath and looking away from chat. All right, I deserve every bad thing that happens to me. It's totally fine. It's just like, here comes the draw. Look at how unbelievably Gosu it is. Well, the Bonecrusher's actually helping us a ton here, regardless. To Kriz. Mishta Krishta. Please, sir, may I scry some more? No. No. You guys aren't Fires of Invention. No. 6 months to Kriz, man. You're about to join the Sweet 100 Club. Oh, crap. It's the deck that I was just playing. No! Why is it going to work for someone else, not me? Oh, this actually has a Thassa's Intervention. That's an interesting card that I feel like including would be good. Let's try to run through some counter spells. I think it's those so tinies that I really am not liking in that Damazorius deck. I mean, it can be used to filter extremely efficiently. I mean, the beating that this guy's putting down is pretty incredible. This has been such a good game. Alright, it's time to get our skies shattered. Some bad bone crushing, man. One time. Alright, so Baramy, it could just be... It could be Baramy or bust. After this best of 3, I'm going to take a very quick break because I want some of that coffee. No coffee, no steel. If I get countered again, I might burst into tears. I'm the best. Holy shit, what a refill. Restroom time! That's not Fires of Invention. Oh man, now my mouse pad's all wet. 'Cause I washed my hands, you spooky thinkers, you. Spooky thoughts for Sean's spooky plots. Oh, I should have given this one hit. Oh, can't believe I've done this. How many Landos do we have? We have probably one? Yeah, we got one Lando. Alright, bear me. You can try to shatter my sky? This is the rhythm of the night. The night. Oh, yeah. You guys should look up Rhythm of the Night slowed down. It's really good slowed down. Teferi, quite so scary.
That's more like it.
We all know what's gonna happen. Target player draws a card. This player. Resolve. Take a damage, take a damage. Take 2 damage? Oh, take 2 damage, take 2 damage. It's my Fires of Invention. Is the last one a counter? It can't be! Is the last one a counter? Oh! It can't be. No.
I'll protect you.
I'll protect you. What ho? No counter magic allowed.
Let's slow this down.
We're maybe gonna do it.
This might be a bad idea.
This is taking forever, man. This Castle Ardenvale is gonna have to work overtime, man. It's gonna have to poop out an army of 1/1s to block this Cavalier of Flames. And then I'm gonna use my Cavalier of Gales to hit that Teferi. It's a lot of lands. We're in what would traditionally be described as a winning position, but also a position in which the game never ends. This is the Blood War. Since the dawn of time, we have been mashing our 1/1s and our 5/5s together.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
It's a good day to scry.
Then I'm going to banish like this, and then I'm going to banish like this. Then I'm going to do this.
You got it. It's a Banishing Light, so then I guess the Banishing Light, is going to go where? Alright, so now I can just bounce the Dream Trawler? So this... Okay, wait, what? Choose a card name? I don't know. Probably Sphinx of Foresight. I gotta kill Teferi, man. I don't want some Shatter the Sky ruining my day. Bye, guy. Oh, yeah, Medomai time. Guess what I'm naming? That is just an incredible draw. That is an incredible draw. Yeah! Make that wall. How are the games going? With Jeskai Fires, we have not lost a best of 3 yet. With Azorius Enchantment Control, we lost every single game. All of them. Every game, start to finish. Just death. It was just a land of death. That's why we get rid of Teferi. Shawnee Smarty Thinkerpants. Figuring it out. Get back in my deck. We don't need any of this nonsense. Bang. 11. The good news is that we're going to have a really nice opportunity to figure out how other people build their Azorius control decks, because we will see every fucking card. I'm going to go with... probably Cavalier of Flame is the likeliest to be played next turn. So now we're going to draw 2. Oh my god! It's our fires! We did it! Alright. Oko and Cat decks, the worst? Yeah, man. I mean, this game's taking forever, but this is heaven compared to Cat Oven decks, where it's just every end of turn sequence takes like a minute. Okay, and I tap it and it goes... goes on the stack, opponent... pushes a thing, and then opponent, and then more stuff goes on the stack. Oh, fucking kill me. Never.
Sorry I'm late.
Get out of here.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Maybe, no. Maybe, no. No, no, no. This is totally not going to do anything for me. Alright, go to town, little Sphinx. Atta Sphinxy. Cernamon says, yeah, there's a difference between long interactive games and 12 minutes of one-sided triggers. Yeah. Preach it. First things first, I'm going to do this. Here we go. At the top. Oh. Yes! Game 1 is ours! Oh my god, that felt like just trying to renew your registration at the DMV. I had to cancel a day of work and I'm walking out with a sticker like, hooray? Oh my god. Bonecrushers, get out. Justice Strikes, get out. Tithe Taker, in. Mystic Dispute, in. I said in. Elspeth Conquereth Death, Tithe Taker, get in there. I don't need any of this other garbage. Boom. I just knew my registration online. Yeah, maybe we could do that next time. No one wins a game 1 as well as day 9. I'm building this deck in the Azorius one. The Azorius one is absolutely cooler. But this Jeskai Fires one is absolutely easier for me to play. Bang, boom, pow. Shazza, wazza, woo. Alright, we have the absolute, the unbeatable, the turn 2, Medomai's Prophesy. Oh, damn. Alright, well, we have to play this at some point, you know. So Barami's probably going to turn 2 Enchanting. How are your deck lists? They're just on the screen, Romulus. You just click right up in that top left corner and shazoom, bloom. You have awakened me too soon. Alright, we got one beater. Kenrith, the returned beater. Fires of Invention. Yeah, that's right. I'm here for the prophecies. Bear me. Alright, well, we pretty much just have the absolute nut play right now. So Baramy, it looks like, could do the draw 3, disco 1. Didn't do it. Okay. So this is great. This is great news. Unless it's blue, white, white for Teferi, and then my Mystic Dispute gets Mystic Dispute, and then that's just kind of... Okay. So I'm going to play this guy.
Right on schedule.
This means our Mystic Disputes basically are dead. You only cast spells during your turn. I mean, if I cast something and my opponent counters, I can respond with the Mystic Dispute. But like in this position, I can't really do terrifically much. Okay. Well, great. Now I can Mystic Dispute again. It's pretty cool. And wait a turn. Elspeth Conquers Death is incredible. My opponent only has 2 blue, so essentially any counterspell that Baramy wants to do will eat up everything. Okay, so now this is gone. Alright. So now I Elspeth Conquers Death this. Perfect.
I know my responsibility.
And then I'll just take that right back to the hand. Yeah, that seems like a really good play, right? Seems like a really good play. Yeah, I mean, you can banish it. I don't see the mana up that would possibly give us an issue, so let's just play this simply. Well, if that isn't just the best damn card you ever did see. Oh, I accidentally tapped double. Farts. I could have swung for 5. Oh.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Farts. I think a Dovin's Veto makes some sense here. Ta-da! Ta-da! And this is... okay. Jesus, game. Giving me heart attacks here. Oh my god, then I can Elspeth Conquers Death to eat another one of these lights. I'm almost certainly going to Cavalier first. Yeah, everyone see that Stardew Valley has officially sold north of 10 million copies. Everyone see that? Was that not incredible? By the way, this screams I don't have a counter. Absolutely screams it. And if Baramy does have a counter, it's either Mystic Dispute or Dovin's Veto, so I'm going to be playing Cavalier of Gales. In other words, that blue has been spent. I'd like to do that one day. Make a cool, smaller game. By smaller, I mean one that I could do just with me and a small group of people. That'd be cool. Because, boy, if you want to rant, I'm going to give you a micro rant real fast. And then I'm going to go get some espresso. My micro rant is this. Okay? I think it's kind of an illusion that if you just get a whole bunch of people together and then they all start working on kind of the same thing, that you will always get something amazing and incredible. A lot of really amazing things are just made by one person sitting alone doing their shit. Just driving in one direction. Or one person with a really clear vision and is saying, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and just pushing in that direction. If we take humor, for instance, if we allow millions of people to vote and all submit their ideas and their jokes, and all the most highly voted ones go to the top, we get Reddit. And no one in the history of the planet Earth has learned how to become funny by reading the most upvoted comments on Reddit. It's never happened. The way that stand-up comics come up with their stand-up routines is they just sit there on a bench with a notebook. Oh, yeah, that's funny, and they write that down. Oh, yeah, that's funny, and they write that down. I watched Ronnie Chang's stand-up routine, and this guy just, with no input, just riffed off himself and made comedy occur for an hour. It was a miracle. It was astounding. And the goal of this is not to just shit on people and to be like, see, you're not funny because you read Reddit. Although that's absolutely fun, and that is a little bit of my goal. My real goal is just to note how extraordinary an accomplishment can be done by just sitting there and thinking in one direction. Just thinking in this direction and having nobody tell you, no, stop thinking in that direction, do something else. And then you start getting pulled in all sorts of different directions, and instead of trying to make progress in any one of these directions, you're sitting there debating about what the correct one to do is and how to make sure everyone's, ideas are accounted for and all this stuff. Just like clear vision. Against these forces, so what I'm hearing is we're going to make a great game at Dictator 9 Studio. That's right. Everyone listens to me, and if anyone ever has a thought I just shake my head no until the disappointment brings them so much guilt and shame that they just do what I'm saying anyways. All right, this went off the rails. I'll be right back. I want to just get a little bit of coffee before the day is done. We're going to take a very swift break. It's going to be 8 minutes. When we return, we're going to be continuing to kill people at Jeskai Fires. BRB.